What's up, Doom? God, you guys are flying. Holy crap. It is overly apparent that Doom has never done a portrait in his life. You know you're gonna do it in this competition. Instead, you come in here and scratch something out on that dude's arm. That's ridiculous.
Today, you must tattoo neon lights.
So you know how hard that is?
A neon light tattoo is showing the illusion of a glow on somebody's skin. So the only way you can make the illusion is having a heavy amount of black and a very light source of color.
Anybody that can't blast color in is gonna have problems.
Yeah, that's way harder than it
Can we
sounds.
just do like a normal tattoo for once?
Make it bulletproof, because from here on out, somebody that you don't expect to go home will, I promise you. Play hard.
All right. Let's meet your canvases.
Biomechanical skin rip with machine parts on my forearm.
That's not easy, bro.
All right, canvases, one by one, please read the artist's name on the bottom of your skull.
Frank?
Ready.
Jordan? Right here.
Angel.
Hey.
Biomech.
I've never done biomech. I've never done neon. Bring it on. What else have I not done?
I'm kind of excited, honestly, yeah.
5 hours left, guys. 5 hours remain.
I had a funny feeling that I would be doing some biomech.
I've never done biomech in my entire career, but the thing is, it's a light source challenge. All black and gray is light sourcing, and I think I might actually have an advantage here.
Every time I got a tattoo, I bring a general idea and the artist just takes it from there.
I think you end up getting way better art that way.
Exactly.
Thank you, Midwest, for this biomech tattoo, because it actually gave me the perfect platform to shine today. I'm on my game 100%.
Today, you are being tested on contrast with neon light tattoos. Let's see how you did. West, you're up first. Angel.
Hey, guys.
The way that you create the glow on your piece is very nice.
The brightest part, there's nothing there.
You have solid black, bright color, open skin, and it shows contrast.
Thank you.
Solid.
All right, guys, time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day.
The first and only tattoo that jumps out as one cohesive, bright, strong, solid tattoo is Angel's for me.
Angel had light sourcing, wrapping around, shooting around. I mean, it's a well thought out plan.
Hands down, no contest, Angel.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Angel.
Yeah, girl.
That's pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie.
Today, we have a very special guest judge. He's been known for doing big tattoos in one sitting, Richard Stell.
I've been tattooing over 30 years. My specialty is American traditional tattooing.
He is a tattooer in every essence of the word. He's the guy who taught me how to tattoo.
Holy this Richard Stell. This guy's a legend. Richard Stell's been doing this for almost as long as I've been alive. He's gonna be very, very critical.
That brings us to this week's elimination tattoo, American traditional.
20 years ago when I started tattooing, what people consider traditional today was an everyday tattoo for us.
Your tattoo may include any elements you like. However, it must include an eagle and a flag.
Actually, having an eagle and a flag levels the playing field. Now, everybody has to deal with the same subject matter, so you'll be able to see their interpretation of American traditional.
So, a soldier as an eagle in combat gear. Kay was being a bully when he gave me that tattoo. I think he's just a little scared that some 22-year-old is gonna spank him in one of these competitions. He gave me this for a reason. He's mad. He talks shit about everybody and I just don't take it. I'm used to it though. Got picked on my whole life, so.
Should join the army.
If we were in the 60s right now and you step off a boat and got a tattoo and then got back on and went in active duty as a sailor, that's what I want your tattoo to look like. I started shading this thing and I just couldn't help but smile because I've never done it before and it's the most fun that I've ever had. It's like the coolest thing I've ever done.
Just because it's traditional and simple doesn't mean it should be silly or cartoony. If you over-fluff it and try to put too much detail in it, it just crowds it up and you end up with a blob.
3, 2, 1. Time's up, machine's down, no more ink.
The way you did it, man, it's respectful, it's tight.
By putting the snake and dagger in the tattoo, I'm trying to do kind of risky things that are a little bit different so that the judges go, wow.
Nick thinks he knows everything, and he's just a young, stupid idiot. What the is he doing with this blue? This is old school, not new school, fool.
This week, we went old school and had you tattoo an American traditional design with an eagle and a flag, giving us similar elements to judge. We're testing you online. Nick, how'd you feel going into this?
I've never had experience doing American traditional. Basically, I was a little worried, very nervous. And then I wanted that snake and dagger redemption.
The design of this tattoo is killing me. The bottom of the flag has a square hook on it. The mouth that you did biting the snake, the way you did it just looks like it has no bottom jaw. And the snake head, no redemption today, 0 redemption. There's nothing traditional about it. Doing like this is disrespectful.
Sorry for being disrespectful.
This is a tribute to traditional. It's not create your own day.
For this elimination tattoo, you must put your fundamentals to the test by tattooing a clock.
Oh no, a clock?
No, I hate clocks. Damn. There's always small, tight detail. There's perfect straight lines for the hands, concentric circles. It's just a technical nightmare.
This thing is really starting to piss me off. I thought you had this. I thought you said you loved polka trash.
I've never done trash polka. I've seen it on the internet. It looks like red and black.
We're creating art, and that's the thing with polka trash is it doesn't have to be solid tribal. That's no.
Apparently, trash polka just isn't black and red.
Loosen it up. Bring that gray right to it. Just make it as smooth as
I'm feeling a lot of pressure because nobody thinks I can tattoo in this house.
It's art, but it has to be balanced and it has to be done with a lot of intent.
I need to pull off this tattoo so people know I came to play.
Today, you had to prove your fundamentals tattooing a clock. Austin.
Fundamentally challenged. Line work, design, saturation. I got an issue with the clock. Where's the 2? The 2's gone. Definitely would be there.
Don't think it's the worst tattoo that's here.
This tattoo is a mess.
All right, guys, today we're testing fundamentals with clocks.
The biggest miss on Austin's is not understanding composition.
Him ending up with this tattoo was a bizarre choice.
He was on the team where he could have said, hey, guys, I don't really know what that is.
Give me a clock and rose.
Bad strategic call.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the only team clean player that's down here, Austin.
Man, a lot of fundamental mistakes in this tattoo. Composition and design, the way this thing is just so poorly thought out, you lost it.
At least my tattoo's finished. Gonzo's, his isn't even close to finish.
Is missing a 2 count as unfinished?
I mean, he's missing a 2, for sure.
You ain't got it. It ain't finished.
This week, you had to survive a tattoo marathon. While each of you had high points in the marathon, all of you also had low points. However, in this competition, you must always be at the top of your game. Based on your work in the tattoo marathon, no one is safe. You will each have one more chance to prove that you deserve a spot in the finale.
Awesome.
This competition is about being the best in the room, and in order to win, you must first beat your opponents when they were at their best. For this final face-off, you must tattoo the same style and subject as one of your opponent's best tattoos from throughout the season.
Whoa.
One by one, you will each decide which artist's tattoo you'd like to go head-to-head with to prove you deserve a spot in the finale. Once a tattoo has been chosen, no one else can choose that tattoo. All right, let's reveal the artist with the highest ranking from the marathon.
That is me.
Which tattoo do you pick?
I'm gonna choose Jake's Plague Doctor. It's a style I haven't really shown you guys yet. Like my bird thing.
You did the same colors, you shithead?
It's a traditional color palette. What do you want from me?
It doesn't have to be.
I have not done this style before. I might be taking a risk doing this. This is the end of the end.
I mean, yeah, no pressure, right?
No pressure. Since day one in this competition, I've been taking risks. No matter what they throw at me, I'm gonna hit it out of the park.
Today, you had one last chance to prove that you deserve a spot in the finale. Let's see how you did. Women's team, let's start with you. Laura. you chose to go up against Jake's full-color Plague Doctor.
Laura definitely hits a lot of different details between the wood grain, the leather. I like how saturated the eye looks.
I love this design. I love the work you do in the mask and the hat. A lot of rich contrast.
With the highlights around the stitching, it does read as if it's leather. This thing is killer.
Thank you.
All right, judges, time to determine the second artist who's earned their spot in the finale. I love what Laura did. I love all the details. I love all the textures.
But the bottom of that tattoo, I see some problems with saturation. It's hard to tell that that's a hand. Going against Jason's, the detail, this little weird dude playing with the space pizza, picking a planet out of it, it's great.
My final vote is for Laura.
For tricks, textures, application, and overall, always creative. My final vote is for Laura.
The judges have decided, Laura, you have earned the second spot in the finale.
I'm just glad that you guys really saw just how hard I work.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is your last chance to save yourself from elimination. To prove you deserve to stay in this competition, you must draw your tattoo directly onto your canvas's skin. Freehand.
What? That's crazy.
You cannot use any stencils.
This is the hardest thing to do in tattooing. There's no safety net with a freehand tattoo.
I don't freehand on the skin, ever. For me, when it's perfect on paper, that's when it goes to the skin and that's when I tattoo it. One little mistake and I'm out of here.
You must push your skills to the limit and expertly finesse your design so that it fits the flow of your canvas's body perfectly. The subject and style of your tattoo is completely up to you.
I love doing free-handed tattoos. I've done it a lot. This is my time to shine.
Your canvases have been randomly assigned and are completely open.
If you can't draw on the skin, you can't lay out a good tattoo, you can't be here. It's that easy. Please give us a hard decision. Please show us what you're good at. If you have a mental stencil, today's the day to break it out and use it. You're gonna need it.
If an artist has never freehanded a tattoo before, there's definitely a big learning curve.
You already did honey mask. What have you done to do? Whatever you want to do, just do it.
I'm thinking about doing a honey mask because I know I could draw it and tattoo it in 6 hours.
They don't care if they just did a honey mask. Why the would you care? This is the last tattoo you do ever. Make this the one you want to do.
Yeah. I'm taking a huge risk with this tattoo. Team DJ just did it, but I know I could do a honey mask. I could keep up with DJs.
He can tattoo. It's just his design sometimes is questionable. Yeah. And he'll have to figure that out.
He's just picking something that, it was just done.
Well, the funny part is you got two guys that are technically really good at tattooing, and the designs suffer a little bit. And two people can really design, their technical suffers a little bit. So who's gonna outdo who?
Well, you nailed it. It looks like a stencil, straight up.
Thank you so much.
What a surprise! Deanna did a lady face and a rose. Again.
Show us something different.
With this tattoo, I'm showing that I do every style known to man. It looks exactly how I drew it. The color's bright, the line work is bold. There's no way I'm going home.
You faced off by freehanding your design directly onto the skin. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Jeremy, how did you feel about getting this challenge today?
I'm very limited to what I could really draw on the spot. It usually takes me a day or two to draw something perfect. So this is something I could draw that was easier for me to actually pull off a tattoo that's finished.
There's a lot of things going on here. Instead of making it a long, slender face, it's really short and really wide. But what's throwing me here is the way you choose to color this thing. You put the yellow as the light source, but the light source is everywhere, but then the front of the face isn't yellow.
This is a lowrider panel paint job. You got red stripes and red panels and yellow stripes and yellow panels. I don't really like the color placements.
Just the fact you don't count the bottom teeth in between the canines, that's just mind-blowing to me, to have 7 teeth.
But they're all straight.
Yeah, straight to the garbage. That's where those go.
I give him credit for going for it. You could play safe day, but he really swung for it and obviously missed a little bit here, but he's got a fight in him, People don't think he's fighting because he's quiet and he keeps to himself, but the dude's fighting.
All right, guys, it is time to determine who's going home. I'm seeing the problems that you guys had with Jeremy's tattoo, but also as a canvas, if I got a shark that was all out of whack, I'd be a little bummed out about it.
Rolly's black and gray, Rolly's line work. I think technically Rolly is stronger. But for me, if we go to Jeremy's, the problems I have are light source, construction, composition. It's a complete miss for that, Jeremy.
My vote's for Jeremy.
The judges have decided, Jeremy, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Man, I think this is a tough competition no matter how you look at it.
It's been a great learning experience, and I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to come here, man.
Please pack your machines and close shop. For your elimination tattoo, you'll be using your color skills to create an American traditional tattoo. This style became popular during the turn of the 18th century by sailors who would frequent the tattoo shops.
With American traditional, it's very simplified and like the line work's very big and the shading's very dark.
These pieces used to be done with very little color, but over the years, the American traditional tattoo has evolved into a Technicolor style all its own.
A great American traditional tattoo should have a lot of black, very clean outlines, bright colors with a limited palette. This is all I was able to tattoo for the first year of my career. I'm gonna be good at this.
When they say traditional tattoo, I have to do like a single bold line, like 4 colors, like very simple, you know what I mean?
I'm really bummed right now. Being that American traditional tattoos were done with 5 or 6 colors only, ultimately I feel that it's a cop-out. Super simple. Which is like the hardest thing for me. I make tattoos as complex as I can make them. I've spent a lot of years working on color blends, and this is really taking things backwards.
Is this your first American traditional tattoo?
This is the first. This is definitely out of my element. But with like a good solid tattoo foundation, anyone who could tattoo the right way should be able to do traditional. I was able to use traditional style subject matter. That's really all I can do, and I'm sticking to it.
Your job was to do an American traditional tattoo. We will be judging you on color and how well you stuck to the American traditional style. Billy, this was your actual first American traditional.
I fought it all night. Going in with the very limited palette is not something I've really ever done.
The outline is kind of weak. Traditional tattooing, generally, a really strong outline is pretty important.
This is a fine line tattoo, it looks like to me. There is nothing bold about this. The only thing bold about it is the blanket solid sea of red that you might as well just color his whole leg red. The lettering looks very stiff inside that banner. The "but we" almost looks like one word to me.
I disagree.
Lettering and tattooing is so important. I mean, that's the message of this tattoo.
There's no traditional tattoo that has opaque gray and a wing.
There's no opaque gray.
Well, what is that stuff?
I used brown, black, blue, red.
What's in between the black and the middle and the long part of the wing?
That's brown.
That's brown?
That's brown. That's straight brown.
Whatever it is, it's straight wrong.
You were born at 5:55? Personally, I think that's pretty egotistical to put the time of your birth into someone else's tattoo. And saying that in front of the client, if I overheard someone in my shop telling their client that, oh, by the way, like the time that I put on here is the time that I was born, I didn't even run it by you first, I'd say pack your shit after you're finished that tattoo.
You guys are here in the bottom 2. Judges have gone back and forth on a number of different issues.
Billy, you didn't do a traditional tattoo. This is the most disappointing tattoo of the day. This is your first traditional tattoo, man. I feel like you still haven't really done one.
I really tried to come halfway with this. I still got a bunch of black in, but you know, I gotta stick to that.
There's no soul to this tattoo. To start with the lines, it could be improved if you just went back in and bolded it out.
Going in with the very limited palette is not something I've really ever done.
It's a traditional tattoo that has balls and you cut the balls off the tattoo.
The judges have made a decision. Billy, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Please pack your machines and go. Today, you must prove your strength by facing off against another artist in a head-to-head style battle, regardless of region. Damn.
I don't want
want to face off against you guys.
There are 10 artists remaining, and there will be 5 different head-to-head face-offs, each in a completely different style.
Okay.
East, you're next. Jimmy, which style do you choose?
This is my chance to take someone out from the West. American traditional.
No way.
How does he keep getting away with this?
I don't know why he continues to do this. If I were Jimmy, it would be worth it for me to pick something else just for the sake of shutting the rest of us up.
That means, Hiram, you'll face off against Jimmy tattooing American traditional.
Nobody wants to face Jimmy in American traditional. That's the only thing that motherfucker does. And this is gonna be my first traditional tattoo ever.
Jimmy, what's up, Papa? What kind of brown will you use? I have like 4 different ones. Open my drawer. Yep, that's the one I always use. Can I take this one? Yeah, take it.
Jimmy is actually giving me advice. I believe he feels bad for me. He's just looking at me like, you're so cute for trying. I'm a shark. And if I smell blood, I'm coming for it.
That's the dude I'm going against.
Okay. That's commendable. I see you. Fair and square.
Yeah, fair is fair. I may be taking a risk here with helping Hiram, but I don't care. No matter what happens, Hiram's not gonna win. It is my style. There's no way in hell I'm gonna be in the bottom.
Here we go, dude.
There you go. All right, today the artists are facing off in a head-to-head style battle, and we're judging these things blind.
I know I'm in trouble, but that's obvious.
Let's see how they did.
All right, here we go. This is Jimmy Snath. Jimmy's black shading, how he whips out, is definitely in this tattoo.
I don't mean any offense to anybody, but I don't know if this is Jimmy. The red all the way around the exterior petals is completely holidayed. If this is Jimmy, something's up.
It can be nerve-wracking doing your own style.
Moving on to the second tattoo.
That was mine.
It is a style battle, and this drawing is the staple. The little white highlights on the edge of the green leaves, nice. Edge of the flower that's white with the red faded out, nice. But anywhere in this tattoo, the black is not as dark as the outline.
Might have got me, Hiram. We'll see.
Jimmy and Hiram, you faced off tattooing American traditional. Let's see who won this style battle.
I did that one.
Wow. Nobody outshined anybody in one section, and nothing screams American traditional more than an eagle.
I didn't want to just go with the typical thing.
Today, since it's a style battle, you want to really capture that style.
Congratulations, Hiram, you are safe from elimination.
Remember how I helped you out today? You're gonna have to help me.
Have a seat. Clean and Aaron, as the veteran artists, it's on your shop to prove that you deserve to be here by overcoming your weaknesses. And in their honor, you will all be judged on precision. And I'll bet you can see where this is going.
Just say it.
There's no better test of precision than a portrait.
Yep. I don't specialize in portraits, but I've done quite a few since season 7. The pressure's on you, because if you send us home, I'm gonna be pissed.
First day on the job, baby. First day on the job.
A facial feature even a millimeter off could change the appearance of your portrait entirely. For this elimination tattoo, you and your teammate must tattoo matching portraits on different canvases.
Of course.
That's crazy. 2 days before we came here, Doom let me in on a little secret, which was that he has never done a portrait before. This might be the day we go home.
Every portrait's difficult in its own way. Everybody's skin's different. Being that you have to do the same portrait on 2 different people, that's super hard. The key with this, I think, is communication. Get a game plan in your mind. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna do it? You guys got your work cut out for you.
I'm excited to see what it looks like. Yeah.
Portraits are already a challenging job, but the kicker here is they both have to match.
Let me see. It looks a little big. Yeah, on her, right?
There's definitely gaps in some of these teams.
Pretty much gonna be close to this actual size. Maybe up here. We'll see once we draw it out.
For people that are not as strong as their teammate, that's a storm.
I know you said on the line that you wanted color.
Yes. If we can't talk them down to at least a black and gray picture of her face, we're going home for sure.
To get all the details and everything and face. Yeah, have it really look like you. If we focus on your face so it's bigger, all these details are gonna be much more open and it's gonna last better over time.
I'm flexible with it. He is as well.
Awesome. Those are the words I love to hear.
I'm kindness heart.
Her portrait,
It's phenomenal.
it's the one.
But if he doesn't step it up to her level,
Yeah.
they can lose.
What's up, Doom? God, you guys are flying. Holy crap. It is overly apparent that Doom has never done a portrait in his life. You know you're gonna do it in this competition. Instead, you come in here and scratch something out on that dude's arm. That's ridiculous.
Final hour, 1 hour to go.
I just really need you to relax your shoulders. The more tense you are, the worse it's going to be for both of us. So.
My canvas is like tattooing a crying, squealing mechanical bull.
This is like 30 seconds work that we're turning into 10 minutes right now.
If she does not just sit still and let me do my job, we might not finish at all.
Today, you had to tattoo the ultimate test of precision, matching portraits, unkindness art.
The divide is monstrous between these two tattoos. Well, Aaron, technically, very smooth, very professionally done. Kitten, no sugarcoating this tattoo, man. It's beat. The hair is just messy. There's scratchy lines that you can still see through where the black is. And the areas where you're supposed to have soft details, nose, eyes, lips, chin, neck, it's just rough.
This is my first portrait.
That's part of being an ink master. You gotta be able to do everything.
Float as a ship or sink as a ship. Today you're sinking.
We're here as the jury of peers to determine which shot will be put up for elimination.
I would just say unkindness.
It shouldn't be on the bottom. Aaron's was so good.
Coming to a competition and not even practicing a portrait, that's just ballsy.
But I felt like I tried my hardest. It essentially is the Achilles heel. Like, all right, you could cough and say stupid things like bull.
Yeah, but your heel should have been all you were practicing then.